We're diving deep into the NFC Championship game Sunday, 3 Eastern, Commanders-Eagles. You know, the Eagles 14-1 in their last 15 games. The only loss was to the Commanders back in Week 16. Jalen Hurts got hurt in that game, didn't play the final 3 quarters.
It sounds familiar.
Winner of this one to the Super Bowl.
He was so banged up. It's like hobbling.
Evergreen
Kyle
tweet.
Long and Pete Prisco are with us to dive into this thing, and Pete has already said it, that Jayden Daniels has put together the most impressive rookie season for a quarterback in league history.
Since the merger, because you go back.
Since 1970.
We're not going back to like when you were born.
Yeah. Red Grange.
Red Grange had
Bobby
a great
Lane.
rookie season.
Dan Marino had 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in 11 games.
How far did he go that year?
2,100 yards.
Yeah.
But you're saying this even if he loses this game.
There's been great rookie seasons at quarterback. Russell Wilson had a great rookie season. Ben Roethlisberger went 13-0 in the regular season when he took over and had a great rookie season. Andrew Luck was special as a rookie.
Stroud.
C.J. Stroud. This is the best of all of them. And I really, look, he's been phenomenal. And what he's done in the playoffs has been just as phenomenal. Everything he does is easy. And he doesn't get bothered by anything. You blitz him, he's great against the blitz. All year long, if you send more than 4 pressures, he's been fantastic. His numbers are great. If you play man against him and do that, he
drops in the bucket.
Oh, my God. And he can take off and run. I think it's the perfect marriage of Cliff Kingsbury's offense with Jayden Daniels and what he can do in his entire skill set. They're tough to defend. The Eagles are in for a tough day defending that offense.
You know, his buddy in the Cincinnati Bengals secondary was saying that, you know, they got a nice college offense. I think that was like week 4, and Jayden Daniels had a nice start. It doesn't matter what kind of offense they run, because Jayden Daniels can do anything, to your point. They are so dangerous. He has been unbelievable. And it just feels like if they can beat the Philadelphia Eagles, it feels like the Washington Commanders are going to win the Super Bowl just because of Jayden Daniels. And it's kind of scary to think that way. But my God, prove me wrong. This kid is phenomenal.
You know, we talk about that game when they beat him. Jalen Hurts got hurt in that game. But defense wasn't hurt. And he put up numbers in that game.
Yep.
They couldn't stop him. So
had to make game-winning throw.
Right. So I think he's going to score on them, and that's a good defense, but they're hard to stop right now.
I think there's a lot of NFL teams, a lot of NFL fans who are looking at the Commanders saying, how can we do this? I mean, this is someone who had new ownership, a new GM, a new head coach, a rookie quarterback, and here they are in this position. But with all these new pieces and all of these young players, there is also, Kyle, a lot of veterans on this team, specifically your beloved O-line.
Yep.
There's some Super Bowl rings on there.
Yeah, and I'm glad you make that point, because guys like Nick Allegretti and Andrew Wiley have been to the top of the mountain with the Kansas City Chiefs a number of times. Now they get the opportunity to go and instill their wisdom, their winning culture into a building. And yeah, it's all about culture. That's the word we hear. But it's about having a winning culture and guys who have experienced that before. You can have the best players from bad teams, and they just don't know how to win things. These boys know how to win it. And you pair that with Jayden Daniels, and that's a spicy combo.
They've done a really nice job in the offseason of getting veterans and young guys. And it's always the mix you want. You want to have, you know, I was always told by guys in the league, we want your average age on your team to be 26 years old. That's what you'd like it to be. That's when your veterans are your free agents, and you want them 20 because your best football is still ahead of you.
Yep.
And it's gotten a little older now because guys are playing. That was way back in the day, and the guys are playing longer. But I think when you look at the mix,
guys are cold plunging.
Bobby Wagner's a great addition to that defense. Yeah, doing a lot more than that. Frankie Luvo has been a great addition.
The hell's that supposed to be?
Luvu.
Getting Lattimore on the secondary.
Yep.
I think that everybody, Mikey Sanders still's playing great as a rookie. All the combination, and then you have the quarterback.
Zach Ertz.
Your ills are always cured by your quarterback. If you have a great quarterback, your ills are cured. If you have a bad quarterback, your ills are exposed. And that's the way it is in the NFL. And this kid has cured their ills.
Well, it feels like that's kind of why a lot of people are leaning Commanders in this matchup, because of the quarterback position. They feel like they have the edge. Even though Jalen Hurts has had really good seasons, has taken this team to the Super Bowl, is there enough talent, though, around Jalen Hurts for the Philadelphia Eagles to get this done?
Absolutely. I mean, if they run the ball consistently and get Barkley going, they're going to have a real shot to win the game. Here's the problem with Jalen Hurts being hurt. He's got a banged up leg. And when you have a banged up leg, if he can't pull the football, and the threat of him pulling the football is going to limit what they do offensively, it changes the way you defend them. If he can't pull it and run, it changes the way you defend the entire offense, and I think that's big. So we'll know as the week goes on where he is health-wise. If he can't run like he normally runs, I think that's a big advantage for Washington.
Big advantage, but we've seen this movie before with the Philadelphia Eagles, with a quarterback who's gotten them to a certain spot, and then a backup comes in, has taken them to the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. I know it's touched by
hold
magic.
Up the sign you just wrote?
I wrote Tanner McKee on a piece of paper.
and there are some articles out there.
I'm just saying, if Jalen Hurts,
people who do want to see him play in this game.
If Jalen Hurts isn't healthy, I would feel pretty confident in the fact that Tanner McKee would be able to.
Greatest accident 2.0 ever in the history of the league.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it Foles last time, right, Tanner?
I mean, no, come on.
I'm just saying, I like Disney movies and Paramount movies, and this feels like a Paramount movie.
Good save there. Good.
Yeah,
Sorry
he saved
about that.
himself. He saved himself.
Is it possible, Pete, to shut down Saquon Barkley in this game, and is he the most important key?
You know what's
for the Eagles offense?
Yes, he's the most important key, but the offensive line is really what the key is. But here's the amazing thing about him. His touchdown runs come against 8-man boxes. So you're trying to stop him, and he's still ripping off the long run. So it's tough to stop him. He's going to get his yards. You just got to hope you can limit him to 120, 125, because they're going to run the football. He doesn't get touched. I'm telling you, he does not get touched. He's a great player, but the offensive line is special.
60-yard or more.
And 4 of them against the Rams.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Last week was 78?
And 3 of those, I think, came against 8-man fronts. I mean, that just tells you.
He should have a 7th, right? Because he went down in the
4-minute mode.
Yep. I mean, the guys.
Good catch there, Haas.
The guy's having a great season, but the offensive line is what keys it all. I mean, you know, they're big, they're tough, they're physical, and they have a great scheme.
Let's start with the NFC Championship game. Commanders at Eagles. Eagles favored by 6.5. This one total is 47 and a hook. Who wants to go first?
That is a lot of points.
It is.
Tis.
With that being said, I'm going to be picking the Washington Commanders to cover. It would not be in good faith to say that the Philadelphia Eagles can cover against Jayden Daniels right now. I just don't think anybody can. And with the way that he's able to score in crunch time, the way that the defense has stepped up for Washington, being able to get those opportunistic turnovers, I could see this being a ball game. And they split during the season, so we've seen it before.
I'm going with the Commanders, and I don't think you're going to need the points.
Oh.
And Philly fans, by the way, they come at me now because they said I picked the Rams. I picked the Rams to cover. I didn't pick the Rams to win. They don't know the difference there. But I will take. Bless
their hearts.
I will take the Commanders to win this game outright. I think Jayden Daniels is going to put up a big number in this game, and I think the Eagles are going to score too. It's going to be tough to stop Saquon Barkley, but this is the moment for the rookie quarterback. I think he puts up a big number. I'm going to